Okay, guys, we are back with more Fate Stay Night. In the last one, we asked Saber on a date. She said, "That sounds like a terrible idea." We said, "Aight, we going on a date though." And now, we've been trying to make her happy all day, and it's not working. But I have a feeling that eating is going to make her very happy. Because that's just Saber, you know? Anyways, we're here now, at a restaurant that Tosaka recommended. I recommend the restaurant by the river if you're going to have lunch. That was the only advice Tosaka gave me last night. I trusted her and chose this place, but I never thought about it being so fastidious. I look at the menu. Fortunately, the menu has a version in Japanese as well, so I have no problems reading it. But the trouble is, I can't understand what kind of food it is from, but the name of the prices are outrageous. Am I on Mars? I seriously don't know what I should order. I groan looking at the menu. Shiro, did we not come here to eat lunch? I hear a rather frail voice from the other side of the table. Yeah, but it's too different from what I'm used to. I raise my head, and then... there's Saber with an expression like a cornered rabbit. Saber? If this place is not suitable for lunch, let us return to the mansion. I prefer the food you prepare, Shiro. You mean you want to go home? No, I do not want to go back home. But today has been really exhausting, so I'm more tired than usual. Really? I see. I thought about going out into town again after eating. But if you're tired, we can rest here for a while. No, that is not what I meant. Tired was not the word I meant. It should have been... Saber stops. The small gurgling sound was fortunately small enough that only I could hear. Oh, if she was hungry, she could have just told me. Excuse me. So in other words, I'm saying it would be helpful for us to have lunch quickly. Roger. Yeah, it's no fun, but let's order something safe and let's get our food quickly. But she says she prefers your food. It's simple if all we want are light snacks. I order 2 things from the lunch menu and decide to eat quickly. I consider what to do in the afternoon while drinking the after-meal coffee. That's a thing. What I learned this morning is that anything physical is not good. Saber gets serious when it comes to contests. That's good for me, but it makes Saber stand out even more. After we finished games, Saber got angry because she got all the attention she wanted to avoid. So, we should avoid anywhere that involves moving around. Hey Saber, I'm asking for the second time, but is there anywhere you want to go? Me? No, there's not. I cannot tell, so I'll leave it up to you. Saying so, Saber lifts her teacup. Saber ordered English tea, and it seems she really likes the taste. We don't have much English tea at my place, and even if we did, it's all instant tea bags. It seems Saber was a bit dissatisfied with the drinks at my house, as she seems to like English tea. I should put that into consideration starting tonight. Saber is sitting there and drinking tea. She doesn't seem happy or bored. If I had to use one word to describe her, it would be that she looks natural. She drinks her tea, sitting up straight in the shadows of the streaming sunlight. Even though this is the first time I've seen such a thing, it doesn't seem strange. It feels like I've seen such a scene before. Why do I feel that? Saber I know is a tense girl who's holding a sword and fighting. Oh, I see. But it's only natural. I know her attitude after she lets go of her sword. When she stops fighting, Saber has always been calm and gentle. This scene looks natural, rather than new, because this is her true nature. No matter how superior she is as a swordsman, it is natural for Saber to be like this. Rather, it is abnormal for her to hold a sword at all. I once thought in my dream that she wasn't suited for fighting. I don't think I'm wrong. No matter how superior her techniques, or no matter how many battles she's experienced, as long as she is who she is, as long as she is who she is, it can't have been a comfortable place to be. So this is natural. Saber is resting, not holding a sword. This calm scene is the way she should be. We do the same thing in the afternoon. I go to every place I can think of, and Saber follows me silently. But it's not as painful as it was in the morning. I don't know if it's because I'm getting used to it, or whether Saber is complying. Saber still isn't talkative, but if I look closely, her expression isn't like when she's mad. There's a feeling of accomplishment and happiness when I see Saber leave a shop with light steps. So, considering many factors that might make Saber happy from many angles. Oh, I'm a bit dubious, but I'm determined that this shop will... Yeah, well, because she said she wanted the stuffed lion, dude. This is the best place for her. Oh my gosh. Honestly, 10 out of 10 Shiro. Absolute mad lad. Crush the water bottle. Woo! I'm a bit dubious, but I'm determined that this shop will be the best suited for Saber. What? Saber stands there dumbfounded. This is like this cutest Saber face. I love this so much. I don't know if her shoulders are shaking because she's angry or because she's deeply moved. Shiro, this is the biggest stuffed animal shop in town. I've never been here before since men aren't allowed in. Oh, okay, he's making that up. I was actually about to be like, what the freak? I know so many guys who like stuffed animals and stuff like that. Why would they not allow guys in? What the freak? But okay, he's just being weird. Of course, there's not actually a rule like that. But since there are only women and no men, it's like an unwritten rule. To prove it, there are only girls in here. The golden hair Saber is being stared at. But being a guy, I'm being glared... Oh shiz. Being glared at? Okay. I see why guys wouldn't want to come in here. I'm sure they want to tell me not to come into their sanctuary. I feel the same way. I would not approve of men entering... Oh, Shiro. Well, let's ignore everyone and look around since we're here. Saber isn't an animal you like? I feel that lions and panthers are lovely, but... Is that strange? She asked me with upturned eyes. I look away instantly. I wish he drew that as a CG of just Saber asking that. Come on! Takeuchi, you failed me! I look away instantly and contain my laughter. The funny thing is, Saber is strange for thinking she's strange for thinking lions are cute. Shiro, that gesture was unnatural. I feel unreasonable anger, but perhaps it was just my imagination. Oh, sorry. Liking lions is so like you, so I had to laugh. How dare you laugh at other people's preferences? There's nothing wrong with lions. I'm telling you I'm sorry. I'll take you somewhere good as an apology, so don't get mad. I go into the store while trying to hold my laughter. It looks like the stuffed animals are that way. So, it's taken about an hour to go around the store. I looked at Saber staring at stuffed animals and felt really nervous with all the girls there. Anyways, it was the most tiring hour so far. But the worst part is, we've only looked through half the store. Hey, if she's... My guy, you're trying to make her happy, and if she's taking that much time looking at everything, she's probably enjoying it too. It took us this long to look at just half of it because Saber was frequently paralyzed. I mean, Saber kept staring down stuffed animals. It looks like Saber is interested in the other half too, so I'll have to accompany her. Shiro, why are you sighing? Are you tired from walking? Yeah, I'm a bit tired. I'm usually not so weak, but this place is special. I guess I shouldn't be doing things I'm not accustomed to. I let out a big sigh. I don't mind being looked at by other people while walking with Saber, but a girl's only place like this is really uncomfortable. Boredom sometimes tires one's body. About you, this must be your first time in a place like this. Tell me if you're tired. I certainly do not feel calm, but you look more uncomfortable. Not just here, but you seemed this way in the previous store, and the store before that. I do not want to think this. Or are you choosing places you do not wish to go? For me, Saber's words are enough to cast away my worries. Yeah, to be honest, I'm choosing places I don't like. As I thought, why do you continue to choose places you are unfamiliar with? You will... Well, because these kinds of places are suitable for girls. I'm the one that started this whole thing, and today is your day as well. It's not that uncomfortable either. It's fine since you're with me. I have such a cute... Ooh? I have such a cute girl with me, so people might get jealous, but I'll never be out of place. How ridiculous. I'm a servant even though I am not armed. You do not need to treat me as a woman just because we are not fighting. Please treat me as a servant as usual. You're the ridiculous one. You're a girl to begin with. It's not like I'm treating you differently today. Am I acting any differently? Oh. In astonishment, Saber opens her mouth as if she's just realized that. No. You are the same. You're acting the same as always, Shiro. Yeah, so you don't need to worry about me. Let's go. We're going to buy the ones you like the most, so we have to go looking at the remaining half. I take Saber's hand. Saber silently follows me. That is right. It has been like this from the start, but I did not realize until this moment, she murmurs to herself. The unusual day goes by quickly. Saber never laughed, nor could I laugh from my heart. It's not like there was any memorable moments, nor were it's so boring that I regret doing it. To be frank, this was nothing. Saber might have been happier if she stayed at the mansion and trained together. But today wasn't bad. It wasn't fun or boring, but I can be proud of it in the end. After the battle is over and everything goes back to normal, it'd be too sad if all the time Saber and I had was spent fighting. Even if it was something stupid, she has to spend some time not fighting, or there's no point in her being here. So I can be proud of myself for now. The end is near. When everything comes to an end and there's no more need to fight, if Saber will remember this moment and remember that this happened, that alone is enough for me to be proud of. Too bad if she actually turns into the servant, she won't remember any of this. We go home on foot, because Saber said, "Let us walk home," just as I decided to go home by bus. There's some wind now. Vivid setting sun is lighting the bridge red. Oh. Saber notices something and stops. She is watching a mountain of rubble. It's not that tall, even though it's a mountain of rubble. Steel frames and the likes are piled right up to the water surface, and are slightly distorting the flow of the river. I don't know why, but it seems like a ship sank or something, and the pieces of it flowed into a mountain. I heard the local residents have been demanding its removal for a long time since it's damaged the beautiful sight. What's wrong, Saber? Did that catch your attention? No. I was noticing that it still remains because I was the cause of it. I used the noble phantasm here, having fought on water in the previous war. The only damage was that the river dried up, but I also destroyed the ship that was unfortunately anchored there. Huh? You mean Excalibur? Yes, but fortunately nobody was on board and the damage was minimal. The river is back to normal, so you should not get mad. I regret it as well. I should watch out. I have to take care to only use Excalibur in an open place like this. Shiro, are you still mad? No, I'm not mad. I was just surprised. I was just thinking how many traces there are from the last war. Rubble in the river shouldn't be a problem compared to the wasteland in that park. Well, I guess it was unfortunate for the owner of that ship. Please do not worry, as Kiritsugu said the owner had insurance. He parked the ship there as a buffer. We'll use the ship as a wall to reduce the power of the noble phantasm. Oh, so you just destroyed the ship knowing it was there. I did not know. Kiritsugu prepared it without telling me. I think Kiritsugu would know how the battle would turn out. I did not notice since he never said anything before or after he prepared the ship. Saber looks down at the river yearningly. The water surface reflects the sunset. The wind coming from the river is a bit strong and flutters Saber's hair. Is it because she looks so beautiful like that? Saber, did you have fun today? I was assaulted by a sudden fear that Saber might just disappear, and I asked something I don't need to ask. See, that's so pretty. I love the colors. The colors are so nice. Huh? Did you say something, Shiro? Yeah. I asked if you had fun today. She gasps. Saber opens her eyes in amazement. Yes. I would be lying if I said this was not new to me. She says so in a voice of hope, as if such a thing will never happen again. I knew what her answer would be. All I can do is nod and just go home. Everything can return to the way it was, just like that. I see. I nod, looking at Saber. Let's go again. It's not like this has to be the last time. And I say something I won't be able to take back. Saber freezes. She must have realized what I want to say. She shakes her head, looking directly at me, as if saying there won't be a next time. As if this mistake is only for today. Why? I know Saber's answer, but I ask not liking the answer I expect. I do not even need to explain. Servants exist to fight. A day like today is merely denying my own existence. I obeyed since you decided to take a rest, but I believe resting should not be necessary from now on. There are only a few enemies left. I would like to start searching for Lancer right now if you would order me to. She looks at me with eyes full of fire. Saber is saying she will start fighting right now if I order it. That causes me to get mad about all the things I can't approve of. What's with that? Really want to fight that much? Of course. I draw closer to the Holy Grail the more I fight. Battle should be prioritized over everything. You should know that as well. Yeah, I understand that. That's why it's strange. I've always wanted to say this, but you're contradicting yourself. You say fighting is important, but you don't like fighting. You're against fighting. You're fighting against your will because there's no other way, right? What? That is not true. I do not hesitate to fight. I've already told you that I will do anything to win. Yeah, she did say that. But that's not a reason to like fighting. As far as you can manage, right? Look, Saber. If you just want to defeat other masters and obtain the Holy Grail, you can just attack people and take their power. You don't want to do that, right? That is... It's not that you don't want to involve innocent people. You well know enough that people will be dying once you start fighting. That's why you want to minimize the battles. People will die if you fight, so you want to end the battle as quickly as possible. In other words, you're flying into fights with victims. She gasps. After opening her eyes as if she's seen a ghost, she grits her teeth and straightens her stare. You are wrong. I do not fear battles. Yeah, I don't think you were ever scared, because an individual's fear must have been suppressed by what you call a king's mission. But you still fear battles. You are strong and good at fighting. But that's not a talent you ever wanted, right? I'll say this honestly. Fighting doesn't suit you. You must have hated even pulling out that sword. You claim that fighting is your only objective. It's just an excuse to deceive yourself. It's so simple. Why didn't you or anybody around you notice it? Shiro, I will not tolerate any more insults even from you. You can't stand it because it's the truth, right? You won't be able to fight anymore if you admit it. She grits her teeth. Saber glares at me in anger. I can't back away. If I believe I'm right, I can't run away. So you should stop. You should want to stop too, right? You must know fighting doesn't suit you, so just quit it. Stop being a servant and do something that suits you. She needs to regain the happiness that she should have had as a human. For that how ridiculous. I have no choices besides fighting. I only exist to obtain the Holy Grail. I submitted my body to fill my promise as a king. I cannot allow any other use for myself. I only exist to attain the Holy Grail. That annoys me the most. Why did she say ridiculous things like that as if to convince herself? Everyone around her took her word because she kept saying things like that. You idiot, that's not true. There are infinite ways. You're here and different from before. So you have to live for yourself. Don't make any mistakes and don't use the Holy Grail. The final wish is permitted. Don't use it for people you don't care about. If you're here, you need to be happy here. I hear the wind. Saber doesn't answer. She doesn't even nod. She just looks back at me. I cannot accept your words. I made a contract to obey you, but I did not give you my heart, Master. She replies with a strong voice. I cannot forsake my oath as a king. There's a duty I must fulfill as the king. King Arthur's goal is to obtain the Holy Grail. Even if I achieve that, I will not return to being Artoria. I have only ever had one wish. This wish has never changed since I pulled out the sword. Why? That's not a thing you have to do. It's wrong for you to be unrewarded for your actions. You don't need the Holy Grail, and Saber's wish won't come true. It's impossible to erase everything that's happened. Saber, you can't redo what's already done. No, think it's something you mustn't do. You should know that. No, that's not true. I'll tell you. However bad the results are, you can't change what's happened. Wanting to redo something because you couldn't do it is just childish selfishness. Our words end there. Saber doesn't say anything. I don't have anything to say. The wind has stopped as well. No. The wind hasn't stopped. It's only died down for a second. Another sound of wind. Just as I feel the wind on my cheek. I thought you would understand, Shiro. The wind has changed into a headwind. Is that all you wanted to say after wasting this meaningless day? A cold voice. It contains only rejection. Do not be so conceited. What makes you think you understand me? You have no right to invade me. Do not fight? What are you saying when you need me to protect you? Please give me that nonsense after you are able to fight on your own. Do not think that'll ever occur. No, it's not nonsense. It is nonsense. Think about myself? That goes for you as well. You do not consider your life. You say I'm mistaken, or you are even more mistaken. Only corpses consider others more important than themselves. How can a fool who doesn't even know that, even know the value of his own life, address me so? What? Saber, you. Did I annoy you? Then I'll not mind if you dissolve your contract with me. You do not need a Holy Grail anyway. I'll defeat the remaining masters by myself and obtain the Holy Grail myself. You do not wish to fight? You can go and hide somewhere far away. Saber, are you serious? I asked with a trembling voice. My teeth are chattering because I'm suppressing my emotion. Of course. My only goal is the Holy Grail. Everything else is unnecessary. You are no exception, Shiro. The hammer comes down. I bear my head going white and stop myself from raising my fist. You blockhead. Fine. If you want to fight, go ahead and do what you want. I don't care anymore. But I can't stop my emotions. I yell what sounds like an excuse and run away from Saber. I get away from her, but for a moment, I think I see Saber standing there absent-mindedly. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I run. I keep running, not knowing what's so vexing or maddening. Everything else is unnecessary. You are no exception, Shiro. I grit my teeth hard and stop myself from yelling out. Just remembering it makes me white out, and I might run to a pole or something. No, it would be easy if I could do that. If I was just angry at Saber, I could take it out on something. But that's not the cause of this fury. It's not just Saber that I'm mad at. It's so vexing, and I keep running so hard because I hate how weak I am. Saber was standing there absent-mindedly. The words she said, just as the wind changed directions. I thought you would understand, Shiro. Damn it, you idiot. I don't understand. I spit that out, then regret it so much that I almost fall. What was it about? Her voice like a farewell sounded like she was crying. Come to think of it, maybe those words were the only honest thing she said. Those words murmured with her head hung. A voice of hope, disappointment, and wishes. Then, who was the betrayer, and who was betrayed? I run into my room and shut the door. I collapse. I don't want to stand up. I just want to lie down and go to sleep. But my body is still burning. My heart feels like it's splitting open and my lungs are desperate for air. I ran full speed from the bridge to here. My body must be exhausted. I haven't run enough emotionally, but my body is telling me to calm down. I slowly calm down. I take a deep breath and let it out. After I settle my breathing, all that fills my head is the question of why I was so enraged. I ran as if throwing something off of me because I was so powerless. I can't save Saber. The fact is so vexing that I was angry at myself. I can't do anything. I promised to make her laugh. I promised to protect her. But I can't do anything. That makes me furious. But what can I do? It's useless for anyone to say anything to Saber. Anything if Saber herself doesn't want happiness. That's why I tried hard, so she'd be able to find her own happiness. But she told me that it was meaningless, and on top of that, she called me a fool. A fool who doesn't even know the value of his own life, huh? What can I do when she says that? I value my life as well. I don't want to do anything that might endanger it. This has nothing to do with Saber. I think it's unfair of her to bring it up right now. Right there. No matter how stupid I am, I'm sure Saber's wrong. But if she denies me like that, I can't do anything. Damn it. Yeah, she can do whatever she likes. I turn over and lie on my stomach. The floor is the only view, so I close my eyes and black out my mind. That's it. I don't care about Saber anymore. The Holy Grail is so important to her, she can go marry it. She is so obstinate that she doesn't understand after I told her this much. I'll be burned if I associate with her anymore. No, I'll be seriously hurt. Oh! 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 I won't have to remember to censor that! Oh, okay. I've already been hurt, though. Not just burned. I met her, fought with her many times, and even had sex with her, even though it was just to survive. The heat of that night wasn't a burn, but it almost killed my brain. Why? Why do I recall such a thing when I'm so pissed off? If I recall that, it won't matter what Saber says. Something only used to fight. And don't show your weak parts. Anyways, Saber is unfair. I don't know what's so unfair. I think it's unfair that I don't know what's unfair. can't hate her even though I'm this mad. And the more I try to ignore her, the more I can't. It's such a contradiction. Her whole existence is unfair. Can't hate her no matter what. Damn it, I guess the only one who's in love loses. But I can't help it. I can't give up no matter how useless she tells me it is. I have to keep trying until the end. No matter how much Saber hates it or rejects me, I believe I'm right. Thought you would understand, Shiro. I remember her face about to cry. In the future, will she make that kind of face every time I repeat this? But still, I can't agree no matter what. Even if I'm wrong and Saber's right. She's really important to me. I can never apologize to her. Wait, did she say I can never apologize to her? And that's going to be the end of this episode. I really want to continue doing more, but I am really tired. As usual, I'm recording this late at night. So, yeah, and my voice feels like it's about to give out concerning this recording session. Has been an hour and 30 minutes of me just non-stop talking and doing voices and such. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. I'm going to continue this a little bit more. Hang on. I want to continue this a little bit more just because I just want to say, like, again, I don't know if this is my favorite part. It's up there, though. This is all so good. Even though I didn't get, like, as much of the data as I wanted. I mean, that could have been, like, 5 episodes for me, and I would have been completely fine. Nasu. I just think the writing is on point. It's such good writing. This whole, like, little date section has just been phenomenal. Even though I want so much more. I need so much more of this. This has just been great. Like, I don't know if you guys could tell my voice, but when they were fighting on the bridge, I was almost crying. And I almost made a joke like, haha, I'm not crying, you are. But I genuinely didn't want to interrupt the scene just because of how good it was. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.